right, welcome back, everybody. Another episode of the Fundamentally Sound Podcast. Today we are doing. I'm with Drew Brummer. There we go. Let's say
It's
that.
draft day.
It's draft day. What's up? We had a little bit of a setback. Don't worry about that too much. Let me go to Facebook real quick so that way I can actually check in to my Facebook stuff whenever I need to. All right. Bam. There we go. Expand. Can I? Oh, there we go. All right.
Hello, fans. How you guys doing? I'll entertain them.
Yeah.
While we have some technical difficulties. If there's any fans out there. My name's Drew Brummer. I'm excited for the draft day today. My plan is to pick all the best players. I have the 5th pick. Austin's at the 9th pick.
7th.
Dynasty, rookie, draft, 5 rounds. I don't know what else to say. We're having some technical difficulties, and we are trying to get all of our friends in the draft.
Are you good?
Yeah, you can talk now.
All right, there we go. So we're trying to get everybody, like he said, in on this. This is the draft board, right? So all the keepers have been set. Everything should. Los says that Los is in there. Okay.
We said hello to each other.
Oh yeah. Let me.
Draft's in 2 minutes.
Let me FaceTime B.
There you go. Oh, Lonnie's in. Let's
Lonnie's
go.
in. Okay. There's one.
That's great.
You getting in the draft? Quit playing the game.
Yeah. I'm about to get it.
All right.
All right.
Bye. Okay. There's one. Perfect.
What if Lonnie goes with Devonta Smith first pick?
I mean,
It's not going to happen, but it's very
up to him.
likely.
It's up to him. If anyone wants to be on the stream and draft,
Dancing
Just
in my head
drop
like the boys in the song.
email.
Did you listen to Draft Day today? The song?
No. What?
You didn't?
No.
Why?
Draft it? Wait, what?
Johnny Manziel, 5 years later, How Am I the Man Still?
No.
By Drake?
No.
It's Draft Day, though. Come on. I listen to Draft Day every fantasy football draft day in the morning.
I'm so happy for you, pal.
And on
I've been
actual
tracking
draft day
for
for the
like 5.5,
NFL.
6 hours.
And for NBA, because the second line is A. Wiggins. I can't say the next line because the kids.
Just the kids.
All right.
Hey,
I got to move.
Nick's here.
I got to move over to my thing, but I'll still be here. I just can't see you, Austin.
Oh, yeah, neither. Well, if I'm sharing my screen and looking at this one, I can't see you. We start in 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I'm not expecting Chris. I don't have Chris's number. Well, technically, I do, but I feel like it'd be weird to call Chris. I'm not really that close with Chris, but I've put in the chat multiple times that the draft was today. I'm just saying. Right here, right there. I'm just saying. So, with that being said, we have less than 10 seconds. We have 5 seconds, and the draft is about to start.
Dun-dun-dun.
What in the world?
Yeah.
Okay.
Matthew Berry.
All right. Let's see what happens here.
Look,
Let's
well,
just break
I
it
have
down a bit.
no idea what's going to happen
B's
here.
got 14 seconds to pick. I did that because 60 seconds was way too long last year.
Now I'm kind of feeling like 30's going fast. I'm getting scared. It's going to be Najee. He's not picking. Auto draft. Bam. All right. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. That's normal. Now, is a
He's
quarterback going
I told him
here?
to get off the game. I told him to get off the game. Period in the story. I told him
It's
to get off
fine.
the game.
He needed players.
I'm not worried about it. Oh, Chris is here. Hey, look at that. We
Whoa.
got the whole squad. Wow.
Kind of.
Wow.
All right. Who is it here? Trevor Lawrence.
Does he go
Trevor Lawrence goes with the
that's good.
second pick.
That's good. That's good.
That's
more
huge.
People fall to me. More people fall to me. All right. I need
Oh,
to-
Jamar Chase. I was really wanting Jamar Chase to fall. I knew he probably wasn't, but All right, Nick's up.
So just let the fan base know I have traded my third round pick for Los's view. What? Huh?
No!
What? Who? What? Where? Oh,
Nick picked
God.
Kyle Pitts.
Smoke screen.
Oh, my goodness. I knew this was going to happen. I'm so upset. Okay. I'm going Devontae Smith.
All right.
I'm upset, though. I'm very upset. I wanted one of the three outside of Lawrence, and Nick said that he was going to go with the quarterback or running back, and he lied to me.
I knew he wasn't. Even though I think his team needs a running back. Let's go and look at that real quick. So, if we rock over to his
He needs a lot.
He needs.
I know that he traded. Well, earlier in the week, Jalen Waddle just went. Austin.
To who?
Chris.
Okay, so I told him who. Javonte. Just go Javonte.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going Javonte. Forget it. It's just.
All right, so he picks Javonte. Anyways, to catch up the listeners real quick, I traded Nick earlier in the week for T.J. Hawkinson. I gave away Jalen Hurts, straight up pick. So that's why he drafted a tight end, and I assumed that I wouldn't have Pitts at the 5. That's why I was wanting to make a draft day trade beforehand. But yeah, and Travis Etienne just went off the board. So running backs are going.
I got it. I'm going to go Justin. I'm confident.
Wow, Austin.
I'm going Justin.
But Elite by Design is not going to pick a quarterback. You could have gotten them right after.
I don't care. There's nobody else that I want there. Like,
wow.
If I want a first-round pick, I'm going to get a first-round pick. I just got a running back. I don't need Michael Carter. So it's like, Kadarius Toney could have been that guy, but I'm just like, no, because once again, the Giants have so many mouths to feed. It's just like Elijah Moore. So I have who I want next. He's got his next pick. So who did he go? He went Michael Carter. Okay, smart. That's who you would usually go up next in that spot. And I
know who you want with the next pick. I want to be able to predict it if it's on the board.
Who do you think?
So I think that you want Rashad Bateman if he's on the board.
No, I actually want
Trey Lance goes. Wow.
Look at that.
So he did pick a quarterback.
So
we have 3 quarterbacks that are off the board now.
I actually want either Darnell Mooney or Paris Campbell.
That's also fair. We don't have to pick,
don't have to pick
rookies.
I've just got to make that decision now. Darnell Mooney or... It's going to be Mooney. We're going to go ahead and go Mooney. Yeah. I feel confident with that because I don't like Indianapolis' quarterback situation right now. And at least I know that it's going to be either Andy Dalton or Justin Fields. Who knows? I give Andy Dalton like 2.
Mark Ingram, very interesting. Houston running back. I don't think that's a good pick.
Okay, Mark Ingram, he could be Houston's goal line back. He's definitely washed, though, so I'll definitely say that that's a questionable pick.
I think it's a reach. Jameis Winston, wow. All right, boys. This is incredible. I think I'm going to get Rashad Bateman if he's available.
Wow.
I'd be shocked if Chris took him. Just because on our list he is at the bottom of where you're showing it.
I just asked, I was like, what if Jameis doesn't start Los?
All right, well, I'm getting Rashad Bateman, wide receiver. This is funny. I want to point out that I drafted Devontae Smith. I also have Jalen Reagor. I just drafted Rashad Bateman, wide receiver of the Baltimore Ravens, and I also have Marquise Brown.
I like the Rashad because either way, you're going to get who blows up.
I need wide receivers, and to be able to get this is pretty good in my opinion.
Well, keep going. Sorry.
And I was just going to say, if a running back does come back to me, i.e. like Michael Carter, Trey Sermon, etc., then I could get one of those.
So, okay, let's see here.
Terrence Marshall,
So
I had
Los
him in the
has
queue.
my
That's a
third
good
round
pick.
Los has my third round pick, so I'm not picking next. It is going to be for Los. He says he wants a certain person. I won't say it out loud, just in case. Just in case.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, but the pick is in for Los. He goes Randall Cobb, who he actually had on his team that I didn't pick for him because he didn't set his keepers.
That's funny.
But,
I like
he
that.
could have kept them and saved an entire draft pick. Look at that, people. Look at that. I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of talent left on the.
There is. There is a lot of talent.
Oh, you and I.
Oh, wait. Michael Carter did get drafted. Where did he get drafted?
We kind of got some value there with.
He did.
Stoney.
He was on my Mike, or what is his name? Matthew Berry went when he picked him on my board.
I did not know that was even a thing, to be honest.
Yeah, they go when someone drafts or whatever.
Paris Campbell, once again, really good value. Really good value, B. I like that. I like that. Even though I think you need running backs, but actually, I don't. I forget who. Hold on. Yeah, he went Damian. He has Damian Williams. Hold on. I may be wrong. Yeah, he's got Miles Sanders, but after that he has. Oh no, he did go Najee. Wow, B probably won the draft. He got Najee, Kadarius Toney, and Paris Campbell. He may have won already. I'm not gonna lie. Trey Sermon goes to Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do. Trey Sermon's the biggest question mark for me.
Yeah, I liked him in college a lot. You know, in San Francisco is a great landing spot for any running back. But they also drafted another running back later. Wow, and a defense goes. Okay, I need a wide receiver, and I'm going with another wide receiver.
He auto-drafted. John went with James White, which is interesting. This is an interesting draft. Let me say that right now. Brashad Perriman's back went to Detroit. That's crazy.
All right, I'm going with another guy that I think is also a first-round talent. Rondale Moore, wide receiver for Arizona Cardinals. It was between both of the Moores, actually.
Christian Kirk's still there, though. So, once again, he's the fourth man up right now.
No!
What?
Oh, ESPN, you're screwing me out here.
What happened? You still got Rondale Moore?
I can't make another pick.
Why?
That I want because ESPN is forcing me to pick a defense and a kicker with my next two picks. Because I dropped my defense and kicker.
I knew there was going to be a good reason for me to keep both of those.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, all the players that I had, I want to keep.
I mean, but
I am so upset now because I can't pick any more rookies.
Well, you're going to have your pick. Some of them, promise you.
I'll get the kicker I want. I'll tell you that.
So, with the third round pick, Los wanted Nelson Aguilar.
That's a good pick. I
not
was
bad. I
looking at him as a possibility.
Yeah, it's not bad because you don't know what he's going to do. And he has a very high upside, in my opinion, but he has a very low downside. So,
Yep, great pick, Elijah Moore. I was thinking of picking him instead of Rondale Moore. I just think that in Arizona, it's a lot better passing attack than the Jets.
yeah. So, now the official... Oh, I'm on the clock again. Son of a beeswax. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Uh-oh, he's panicking.
I did not have... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. You know what? I'm going to go...
That's a good pick.
I'm going to go here.
It's a good pick.
Because, let's be real here. They lost both of their starters. They got Brashad Perryman and Tyrell Williams. So, Amon-Ra St. Brown could slide in there. He could sneak in. That is my belief right there.
I'm upset. I'm like,
I'm
this draft
upset.
is done for me. I'm going to go straight to the waiver wire tomorrow.
Trying to snake that. That is,
J.D. McKissick was a player that I had on my team, and I did not keep him. I have a great, like, I wanted to keep everybody on my team.
So I have a really sneaky pick, in my opinion. Elijah got another good one. Elijah Moore. No, wow, actually.
Like I was saying, I almost picked Elijah Moore with my pick. So. Oh, my goodness. There's no available players to draft in that criteria.
Wait, yeah.
Right.
Whoa. What am I missing? Because it says the same thing for me.
All right. Oh, Adam Troutman. I honestly wanted to draft him late in the draft. But I'm getting Rodrigo Blankenship, the previous rookie.
How did you manage to get that? What the world?
What, Rodrigo?
Yeah, what am I missing?
I dropped him.
I have a kicker and a defense. I have 2 defenses. Excuse me? It says no players are available for you to
Because you have
draft
4 quarterbacks on your team. You can't have more than 4 quarterbacks or 4 tight ends on your team.
Son of a beeswax in hell.
That's why I also wanted to get rid of Hurts before the draft, so that if I could pick a quarterback, I had the option to.
I got the quarterback that I wanted. I was going to go ahead and just pick up Jets boy, but it's okay. I'm not hurt. I have Kyler. The second I trade, actually, I'm actually trading 1 to Los, so therefore I could have, how should I say it? I could get Zach, but I don't know if I want him. Like I said, I already have 3. What's the point of having 4? What am I missing? Because I've gone 3 wide receivers in this draft because I just needed wide receiver depth. Really, really bad.
I will be hitting the waiver wire tomorrow.
Technically, I went 2 and 1. My fault. I lost that.
I'm
I
upset. I hated this draft.
It's your own damn fault.
No, it's not my own damn fault. It's even just in the beginning. Like, I wanted one of those guys, and
so tragic.
You know, all
the
week.
Chargers got Cook.
Huh?
The Chargers got Jared Cook.
Really?
News to me too. Yeah. Well, to round it out,
Oh, I did know that.
I might as well. I'm probably just gonna go Jared Cook. Forget it. Just the shot in the dark at the end of the game, and yeah. I just wanna. Well, y'all are all stuck drafting. All right, there we go, mate. We're all set. We're all done. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, that is go to my team. So let's just break some things down here, Drew, for the people.
I'm upset.
Because that only lasted 15 minutes, which I expected it to. That's why I wanted it to be like that. I'm glad that the 30 seconds was fast, but at the end of the day, it's like if there was no option for 45 seconds. Let me just throw that out there right now. There was no option for 35 seconds. So it was either 60 or 30, and we all saw how 30 went last year. So, not my fault. 60 went last year. That was just way too long. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and draw up my members. Let's come over here. Y'all get to see this chat real quick. Go into Poppy Los. Make my trade that I made before the draft here. Come over here. Javonte trade. It was Javonte for... Wait, was that it? Just Javonte? I think I just did just give him Javonte. Oh yeah, for Baker, Kareem, and a third, which I'm fine with.
You might have to do it later because if you're sending multiple players, he needs to drop players that be equal on his team.
No, because he can accept it and then drop those players.
Okay, that's fair.
Because those last ones probably should have been throwaways anyway, knowing dang well that Nelson Aguilar finalized trade offer. I'm kind of glad that I found, because I was panicking. I really was panicking because I did not know that I was coming up that quick. But I'm glad I found Amon-Ra St. Brown. I don't know what he's gonna where he's gonna slot in at. I don't know is he an outside receiver or a slot receiver? Do you know?
No idea.
You gotta, okay, so let me just explain this also. So, let me just send that to Los. Accept that trade, sir. You will have to drop 2 people. Okay. No, but so this is how it works out on paper. I did not want Baker. I did, but I didn't at the same time because he's a young quarterback on a good team and he thrives, but it's a really kind of run-heavy offense. So he can go out there and give you like a solid 20 a game, but his ceiling is rather limited. He's a good backup quarterback, good plug and play for a bye week quarterback, and so that's why he was expendable. I have Matthew Stafford. Once again, he's going to be pretty good on that Rams team because he has a team now. So if I need to, he's probably going to be my first go-to. So if you can't tell, I have Alvin Kamara, Cam Akers, and Josh Jacobs. I'm trying to then, running backs don't last long, I'm trying to find the next best running back that will be able to slot in at minimum as a running back 2. Javonte Williams is that guy. Once Melvin leaves, he's going to slot in right in front of him or right behind him, hopefully. So we're going to see what happens. But that's why it may look lopsided, but I think it's worth it. With that being said. But I need to go ahead and make sure that I'm going to set my lineup now just so that way, I have a little security at heart knowing that my best players are in. You know what I mean? Drew?
That's fair. Yeah, I'm trying to understand what just happened there because I was so upset. I wanted to get either Chase, Harris, or Pitts. And I was so close. And I thought Nick was going to go with a running back like he texted me and told me to. And at the last second, he didn't.
Sorry. I keep interrupting you. I'm sorry. I apologize.
And then, so I go Devontae Smith. I needed wide receivers. It's definitely fair. And to be able to get Rashad Bateman in the back, like about middle of the second, I think is amazing. Because they spent a high draft pick, I think a first round on him. And then Rondell Moore for the Arizona Cardinals, rookie, who they drafted in the second round, I think is a decent pick. It was between him and Elijah Moore, but I get my wide receivers that could hopefully become something. But man, I wish I would have had a little something extra I wanted to. But I honestly think my draft day win was TJ Hawkinson when I traded before to get him.
I completely agree with you. You needed a tight end really bad. TJ Hawkinson's technically like he's one of a top tier, but lower of the top tiers in my opinion. You know what I mean?
And for Dynasty, for him being so young, he definitely is in that top tier for Dynasty tight ends. Just being so young.
Right.
Exactly. Feel.
No, yeah, definitely feel. But I'm looking at my team and I'm very confident. I love my team. It is a great team in my opinion. I have 2 bench slots open now. which I'm going to go ahead and use. Let's go ahead and let's run through just a few of the. Why not? We can just run through the rest of our. Hold on. Do we have any Facebook comments? No, we don't. Okay, it's great. It's good. Let's go ahead and let's run through what we got. Let me go ahead and share my screen again whenever I get there. Players. Where's the waiver wire? Add players. Yeah, there we go. Come on, you can do it. Super old laptop. Share. Screen. There. Chrome tab. Add and research players. Share. Alright, so here's what we're talking about, people. I already know who I want to try to shoot for, and he is right there. I will put my own offer whenever I want to. That way it's not on video.
Yeah, I'm not picking him up. Don't worry.
Oh no, I'm just
Maybe.
just for other people. Just for other people. Like I don't care. I don't want there to be video evidence of what I am going to put at that slot. Actually, you know what? I'll do it on my phone because I'm gonna forget. So let me go there. Bam.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm definitely dropping my defense. Maybe I'm gonna keep my kicker. I'm not sure. Probably not.
Okay, I submitted an offer. I think it's a pretty substantial offer. I don't have to drop anybody for that claim. Thank you. All right, with that moving forward, some people to kind of look at on the waiver wire. So we have all kickers galore, apparently, because people didn't want all the kickers that they drafted last year. Let's see here. Zach Wilson's the second non-player next to Cam Newton. So Cam Newton, Zach Wilson, those are your first non-kickers. Then it goes Benny Snell, Sammy Watkins.
He was on my team. I had to drop him.
He's going to Baltimore, so.
You can have Baltimore wide receivers.
I'm good. There's a reason why I got rid of Hollywood Brown. Because
I had Hollywood Brown.
I drafted him.
I drafted him.
Did you?
100%.
I just probably had him in one of my other ones, to be honest. Kenny Golladay, Kadarius Toney, as well as Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram. Yeah, exactly. That's why I didn't draft anybody on the Giants. Outside of, I have Kenny Golladay, but let's be real here. Kenny Galladay's number one on that team. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Mac Jones is still on here. I forgot about Mac Jones.
Yeah. I was thinking of looking at either Mac Jones or Zach Wilson late in the draft, but I didn't have a pick. But
another person, Josh Reynolds.
That Aggie boy. Let's go. Linking up with Tannehill, also an Aggie boy.
What do you think about him? I mean, they lose.
I think it's great because Corey Davis is gone. He's jumping in, and they did draft a wide receiver, I believe.
No. My fault.
That went to...
Yes. No. Who did they draft?
But the other thing is that they didn't draft a tight end. So what I like more, is the fact that they have Anthony Ferkser as the tight end. So if you're looking for kind of a tight end sleeper, Ferkser would be a good idea due to them not drafting tight end or really anything. They got Denz Fitzpatrick, who was a 4th-round pick. So not anything too crazy, but Josh Reynolds should slot in with Corey Davis's role. And I believe that's kind of an upgrade from his previous Jared Goff-led offense.
Oh, yeah. Because, Ryan Tannehill actually had one of the highest QBRs, comeback player of the year, really solid and consistent. Now that he left the Miami Dolphins, no surprise there. Once again, Chris picked up Tim Tebow, but he's still there. Yeah, good thing that nobody tried to pull a fast one. That's all I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. Kenneth Gainwell, what do you think about that? What?
I like the idea of picking him up. Definitely one of the better running backs that's left. I think it's between him and Hubbard. I personally would have go with Hubbard, just because if you look at Mike Davis's value last year, it was very high when McCaffrey was out, and I would just rather have that. I like him. I think Gainwell is. I mean, people were talking about how he's the best pass catching back out of all the rookie running backs, even over Etienne. Hasn't played in a year though. And they did not spend a high draft pick on him. Now, I think he has the best shot at taking over Miles Sanders' role out of any of the other kind of people that are in here. But,
So
it's between those two.
Yeah. I understand. I know who you're talking about. I would probably put Gainwell over Hubbard. I understand how how Mike Davis's value was last year, but I really think that Gainwell could be put in a better spot because they use more than one running back. You know what I mean? They're not a one running back team. They've showed it in the past with Darren Sproles, Corey Clement, Miles Sanders, Jordan Howard. They're not a one running back deal. So I think that Kenneth Gainwell outscores Chuba Hubbard in his first year. I like Chuba Hubbard more as a player more than I do Kenneth Gainwell. So I could see maybe if it goes south for McCaffrey, he's definitely a better option. If I had to put them on two teams as starters, I would go Hubbard. But I like Gainwell's situation better in this case, in this scenario. Now, I have wide receivers. I don't know if you have seen who I'm about to tell you, because I did pick up Mooney and St. Brown. Amari Rodgers is still very much alive and kicking down there, if you haven't noticed that.
I have seen him out there. I'm looking between who I kind of want to pick up. I don't think Amari Rodgers is going to be the guy that I'm going to drop my defense for, but I definitely saw that, and it's an option. The only hesitation is honestly just Aaron Rodgers. Like, if Aaron Rodgers isn't there, like, Amari Rodgers has no value. And especially moving forward, if you're talking about dynasty, like we're talking about a rookie that, he might do something next year, but it's not going to crack your starting lineup. And if Rodgers isn't going to be there for the future, I mean, you do have to look at an outlook with wide receivers for the next 5 to 10 years instead of the next 2 to 3 or 2 to 5. So I'm looking at some other wide receivers, and I'll probably tell you when I find where his name was again so I can get some more stats. But I think I'm going to try to get Dwayne Eskridge for my pick, who I was also looking at, just because
Eskridge did go. Yep, you're right. Yep.
Just because he is wide receiver for Russell Wilson, and Russell did not get traded to another team. And so if you can get paired with him, I would like the pairing of a wide receiver. And you've seen, obviously there's been the transition from like I'm blanking on all the receivers' names, but basically Seattle's third receiver still has fantasy value. And Eskridge out of Western Michigan was definitely slotted as a really good wide receiver coming out. So I'm going to put a claim in for him real quick.
I had a very strong feeling that he could he could have been top 5. I honestly had that thought. I think that Elijah Moore, Rondale Moore may be too small for the NFL. That's why I did not have them higher than Eskridge. I had, of course, the top 3, the big 3, you know what I mean, with Waddle, Smith, and Chase. Then I had Bateman. And then I thought Eskridge would be that 5th. Eskridge just he comes from a smaller school, of course, but I like what I see in terms of like watching highlights, watching tape, all this other stuff than I did with Rondale Moore and Elijah Moore. They're more like possession, like Cole Beasley receivers, PPR magnets, and this is a PPR league, so that could pay off for you, but. I just feel like they're low yardage people. I don't think they're going to be – they have the size to break tackles and get that extra yardage is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I agree with maybe seeing them on tape. The only reason why I went with Rondell Moore, so like you said, I got one of the top 3 in Devontae Smith. I got Rashad Bateman at my next pick, so that was your 4th guy. Eskridge was on my list to try to snag in the 4th as I was coming back. But the reason why I did not, the reason why I went Rondell Moore over Eskridge is just the draft capital that the Cardinals spent on him, right? They spent a 2nd-round pick, which is the 49th overall pick, which is about halfway through the second. And a 2nd-round pick is, huge. You can find players that are first-round talents that slip. And to help out maybe the terrible defense that the Cardinals have, they could have spent a pick there, but instead they decided to pick on a wide receiver. And so just knowing that Kingsbury, Murray, they're going to be there for a while, I think that I just wanted that shot. So
I can see that. I think I'm going to go with, for my last claim spot, it's going to be Malcolm Brown. That's who I'm going to put my in for. So you are you are being asked by Los himself, what would you want for Barkley? I'm assuming he is willing to make a very big trade with you.
Saquon,
yes.
That is going to be a haul to this is low, so I'm going to try to pull his team up. In a startup draft, Saquon is the number 2 overall pick, in my opinion.
In a lot of people's opinions.
Yeah.
To be real.
And in some times you could even put him number 1, maybe. I would put McCaffrey, but the argument's there. So if you're talking the best player in Dynasty, the player that everyone would want, I'm looking at his team. It's not happening. There is nothing that he could trade. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, his best running back is Antonio Gibson. His best running back is Antonio Gibson. I don't know if that would crack my starting lineup for running backs. His best wide receiver is either Mike Evans or Michael Thomas. They're good, but from a dynasty perspective, Michael Thomas is now going to be Drew Brees-less, and Mike Evans could be Tom Brady-less, and he's in the middle. He's not old. He's not young. And George Kittle, I would like George Kittle, but now having Hawkinson, I don't need another tight end. I would want to get rid of that tight end in that exchange, and there's no way.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I feel so bad.
No. He said, politely, I will add, politely, that there is no shot.
There would be other teams that I would, like Austin, if you came to me and you said, Saquon, I really want him, let's look at a deal. We could make some headway. You have really good players that are on that caliber. Like,
right.
You have Kamara, if I wanted a running back. You have DK Metcalf, Galladay. You got young players, Akers, even Josh Jacobs kind of young. You have Kyler Murray if I wanted a quarterback. You have players that you could put together, add some draft picks, make it work. But, it's not happening with his team. I feel bad. Part of me wants to go to B, who had the first pick.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a huge Eagles fan.
Right.
He's got let's look at his team right now. His team, he's got Carson Wentz, who, was an Eagle. That's why he's on his team. Dallas Goedert. I thought he had Miles Sanders. Yeah, he does. I see it. And the Eagles defense. So he's got a lot of players. So I want to text B, and because I have Devontae Smith and Jalen Reagor, see what he has to say.
Yeah. So after further review, we have decided, aka me, myself, and I, it's not going to happen with these running backs. I'm going to have to pick up another wide receiver because even with Malcolm Brown, I just know that Myles Gaskin's going to get all of the touches. Michael P. Ryan, he's a jet. Everybody else is just either a backup or some bums. It's just not happening. I don't want Gainwell because I forgot that they got Kerryon Johnson. So it's going to be hard for Gainwell. Chuba is behind McCaffrey. So yeah, you should whoever McCaffrey's owner is, you should.
It's Chris.
If you ever watch this, try for Chuba.
He's not going to.
No, he's not watching. So
no. And I'm so upset because talking about people not showing up, I wanted Christian McCaffrey with the 101. I had the 102 last year in the Dynasty startup. So I got Saquon. And Chris wanted Lamar Jackson with the 101. And he told everybody. But he didn't show up to the draft until second or third round. And so he picked Christian McCaffrey on auto draft. And I was so upset.
Yeah.
Because I wanted him. Even though last year it really didn't matter because both of them were hurt. But still, moving forward in Dynasty, I would rather have Christian McCaffrey.
So, I didn't know that. I'm just now learning this. There's a lot of off-season things that happen that you just don't learn about until, like, certain things like this moment where I was just looking at a bio. But the Rams picked up Deshaun Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
They have Van Jefferson.
They always have Van Jefferson.
Yeah, they always have. He's a second-year player. They drafted him. But they also drafted Tutu Atwell.
Mm-hmm.
They have Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp. Why would you draft Tutu Atwell if you go out and you have Van Jefferson and you sign Deshaun Jackson and you already have two really...
Deshaun is, everyone knows, Deshaun is just a signing because for the last 3 years he's basically been injured. And when he plays, he's great. But when he's injured, and he's always injured. And so the idea was Van Jefferson is definitely just a player behind the ropes. You lose Josh Reynolds, and so you're drafting a rookie, kind of signing a veteran to hopefully help with Tutu and Van Jefferson to develop, and you get Matthew Stafford, who's also a veteran. So I think that's kind of the way. It's like 2 additions, 1 subtraction. You know what I mean?
So,
and maybe Stafford wanted those players. I don't know.
how much are you gambling on Eskridge so I know how to outbid you?
Are you serious, dude?
No, I'm joking. No. I actually want Nico Collins. 100%.
He has been turning heads in rookie mini camp, is what I've been hearing from Sleeper Bot.
Well, I don't know. I highly doubt that he's going to be a factor if Deshaun Watson doesn't play. So I'm going to put a kind of low claim on him. But overall, I use a good chunk of my fab free agent budget for those people who don't know. Those people who don't know. Free agent budget, but I'll be using a good chunk of my fab on Zach Wilson and Nico Collins. Those are going to be my 2 last people to round out my my team. But with that being said, I think that's about it for today. Drew, do you have anything to add? Do you want to add anything? Oh, you know what? Let's go over who won the draft real quick. Let's go over who won the draft. I am still sharing my screen, so let me just go to draft recap. Boom. If it'll load. There we go. Come
We
on,
have to
buddy.
scroll down to the bottom.
Yes, we will. So we are in round 20. Yeah, 20. So 21 is where it started. Okay. Najee Harris, Trevor Lawrence, Jamar Chase, Kyle Pitts, you, Devontae, Jalen goes to Chris, Javonte goes to me, Travis, Justin, and Michael Carter.
Great first round. I thought every pick in that was very standard, which is usually not where we go in our drafts. Right.
And second is exactly like you just said, not standard.
No. Mark Ingram.
Definitely not. Nothing against you, Mr. White, but Mark Ingram.
No. It's not it. Mm-mm. You could have picked him up tomorrow or in 5 days.
Or in a year. But, yeah, that one wasn't it. I hate to tell you that one. If he's going to be a goal line vulture, so maybe you get a good flex week out of him. Maybe.
But, David Johnson's a starter. Is Houston going to score or get down to the red zone without Deshaun Watson. If you never know.
Yeah. No. James Winston was the next closest thing. I'm sorry, buddy. You could have gone Zach Wilson. You could have gone Mac Jones. Those people right there are developmental pieces, and that was
Los's first pick, by the way.
Yeah,
and he needed a quarterback. He did. If you look at his team, he's got Taysom Hill, Jameis.
Oh, he has Baker now.
Oh, that's true.
So, yeah. Doesn't solve your problem, but it kind of puts a Band-Aid over it.
It's B that has Taysom. My bad. Continue.
Okay. So, start Cohen a bad pick? Is that kind of that high risk, high reward?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Do you like that?
Yeah.
Pick?
I love it.
Okay. Seriously? Or
wait, who?
Tariq Cohen?
Oh, Tariq Cohen? No, I don't like the pick. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said Bateman.
Okay, no. Bateman, no, yeah, I love it. Naeem Hines. He has flashes, but he's the third running back. I think Nicholas could have probably went a better route.
I would have gone Trey Sermon, even though I'm not a big fan. But if you're going to running back, draft a rookie.
I would have gone Trey Sermon, yeah. John, great. Terrace Marshall Jr.
I like the pick.
Great pick. He's going to Carolina, slotted in to be the outside guy. I think Robbie Anderson will probably move into the slot. Because Terrace Marshall is 6'3", and DJ Moore is not a slot guy. So I feel like Robbie Anderson is going to slide into the slot. Big things potentially coming for Robbie Anderson this year. Maybe. Who knows? Randall Cobb? Thoughts and opinions?
Nope. Next.
Yeah. Kadarius Toney. Great value.
Good pick.
Great
Good pick.
value. And then he went Paris Campbell, the pick after that. I mean, you got you got a number 2 and a solid developmental piece in Kadarius Toney, and that's what you want to see with a team like Bees, who may not have been the best. And he got the best running back that's going to come and immediately slot in as a starter. So keep an eye on that. B could be the winner so far. Actually, I think he is the winner so far.
I actually texted him. He hasn't texted me back, but I think he is the winner, and he needs to be the winner because he was the worst team by far last year, but he gets Najee, and I think just by that, he is, really helping out. There's not really, maybe Chase, but if you look at Dynasty startup rankings, Najee is like top 25 player in a startup draft.
I don't doubt it. He's the Clyde Edwards-Helaire of this year, and hopefully it goes in a different direction than Edwards-Helaire did.
Well, in previous years, like a Zeke or a Saquon or a Christian McCaffrey is what you're trying to look at.
Exactly, yeah. Like I said, Paris Campbell, good pick, number 2 overall. Trey Sermon, good pick. Once again, you never know, though, with running backs from San Francisco. James White, do you like that pick? I don't
honestly. They actually drafted a rookie running back, Ramondre Stevenson. They still have Sony Michel. They still have Damian Harris, who's on my team. So you're talking about the 3, maybe 4 running back, and you're going to be led by a Mac Jones offense. And when you're talking about when Mac Jones becomes good, James White is not going to be young enough to play.
I can understand that. All right, so keep going down. The defense has an auto-draft pick. We're not going to grade Nick really too hard because he auto-drafted that one. He auto-drafted Alexander Madison, which, that could be good for him because he has Dalvin, I believe. So, good handcuff for him. And he also went and auto-drafted Jeff Wilson Jr., another, once again, running back from San Francisco. You don't know what's going to happen. Great pick with Rondale Moore, though. Are you worried at all about Christian Kirk?
Yes, but it's a long-term pick. It's a third-round pick, and honestly, some people have Rondale Moore, and I said it when I drafted him, as a kind of a first-round pick. When you get later on, you're trying to find people that can maybe give you value. We looked at a draft the other day, and outside the second round, it was like no one had value for rookies. Mm-hmm. But I think it was between him and Elijah Moore. I like Arizona's offense better, so that's kind of how it went, and we'll see if he pans out.
Okay. Los went Ryan Fitzpatrick. See, that's, again, plugging the hole. I mean, that's a Band-Aid over
I like
right
it.
now. He is 100% guaranteed that Fitzpatrick's going to play 16 games, probably. Unless the last, 5 games when they have either stumbled out of the playoffs or already made the playoffs, that's when Taylor Heineke comes in. He said, "Copy. It was worth a shot."
It's all good. He can send me other ideas, but it ain't working for Saquon.
Yeah, I'll tell him that. I'll say anybody else. He says it is fair game. No, but so yeah, Fitzpatrick, good Band-Aid. Baker, Fitzpatrick, potentially Jameis, and Deshaun Watson. So you need Deshaun Watson to play. He also got Nelson Aguilar, probably going to be wide receiver 1 there, probably. Elijah Moore, once again, you and Elijah found really good value picks, like you said, in the 3rd round. I will say that.
Yeah. I wanna store this in my brain for next year because, in my opinion, I was like, outside the 1st round, unless you have, the first pick of the 2nd round, I'm not when we're looking at it, I'm like, oh, I'll go with, I'm on St. Brown, or I'll go with, Tutu Atwell or something like that. Or even, maybe get a Rondale Moore in the 2nd round. But I think because of our league, you might be able to get more value for a 3rd. And so knowing that, of maybe trading, keeping value to those, and knowing that a 4th and a 5th round mean nothing, especially if I'm going to keep or drop my kicker and kicker and defense, send those away.
Yeah, and especially with Randall Cobb, Naeem Hines, Tariq Cohen, James Winston, Mark Ingram, they all went in front of Moore, Rondale and Elijah. So that kind of hurts a little bit. But let me just say that Chris did find Sam Darnold. Whoever dropped him, I didn't notice it, but I'm not giving up on Sam Darnold just yet. He found extreme value for potentially a 1st-round quarterback. Would I have drafted him over Justin Fields? No. I'm good with Justin Fields. I like Justin Fields. And if it works out, I could get the other guy that I was debating on getting him for, or getting instead of Justin Fields. But I think he found great value there. Moving on to the 4th, another great value, wide receiver 1 now in Detroit. So Elijah has a really high ceiling, low ceiling. I got his other boundary man, hopefully. Let me just read here real quick. So he's 4th round, former USC stars, 5'11". Wow, okay, did not know that. Thought he was a bigger guy. He runs the slot. Brashad Quintez Cephas?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me? Who is that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Okay, I'm not...
No, I actually have heard that name, but...
I've not. So, yeah. But he could slide. I think he probably takes Cephas' spot. Perriman and Tyrell will be on the outside. So, yeah, I think that he can get Cephas' spot. Almiron's a very talented receiver. And he could like it says here, very well lead that group in targets. But anyway, J.D. McKissick, Troutman, I thought was a good pick for Chris.
If I didn't make that pick or that trade before and didn't get Pitts, so I didn't have Hawkinson, I was going to look at Adam Troutman because Jared Cook's gone, and although the passing attack isn't going to be great with whoever's the quarterback, Jameis Winston has kind of thrown decently to tight ends, and Troutman's a young guy, so yeah.
Very true. The bottom 4 all could have probably gone unselected.
I don't know. Sony Michel, maybe.
Bro,
I think for the
they don't
4th
like
round
him.
pick, it's
I
not
already know
bad.
They don't like him.
They don't, but he gets carries. And
I guess.
In the 17th game of last year, he got 16 carries. That's the last time that they played football. He got 16 carries, sorry.
Okay.
I don't want him to be good. I have Damian Harris. I think he's definitely 2, But hey, when you're picking somebody, it's between him or the New England rookie that they picked, and I would rather go with Sony Michel over the New England rookie.
You and me both. I will say that. You and me both. All right, last round before we end it up. Anything stand out in the last round?
Jared Cook.
Kicker.
It was a good pick. Josh Palmer, rookie, wide receiver, Chargers. That's a young team.
Let's see.
So,
here.
sneaky little last pick.
Let's see. Okay, Elijah. 6'2", 210. Who lived on hook and verts. Saw a lot of deep targets. Okay. He's not a threat to Allen or Williams, but he could very well take that third spot right out the gate, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
maybe he found great value right there.
in the 5th round, last pick of the draft,
He got great value.
my opinion was people in general did not go for rookies. And when you're drafting this late, and not only just in a rookie draft, it's dynasty. So you're trying to pick a lottery pick of a young guy that could stay. Because worst thing is you pick up Brashad Perryman, in the 5th round or whatever, who when he was a rookie, and he becomes Brashad Perryman. And then you get him back where he is now. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather take that chance on somebody who, for some reason, does really well. So.
Well, let me say, out of the entirety of this draft, okay, Mr. White only selected one rookie. If I'm right, so did his son, Nicholas. Like father, like son. Wait for it. Alexander Madison and Jeff was. He only selected one rookie as well. Don't like that for either of those teams.
And Nick has a very old team, by the way.
John, maybe? Did John? No, he got 2. Okay, he got 2. Let's get 2 good young wide receivers. I love those 2 picks.
I do.
Good,
Both
good
LSU guys.
Yeah, goodbye, John. I like that.
I would rather have the 2 that he has than the 2 that I have.
But it seems like those are the only ones that John went for in terms of So he got 2. I think I got 3. 1, 2, 3. No. Just 2, I think. Yeah, just 2. Okay. Could be 3. No. I forgot. I got Javonte 2. My fault. I did get 3. And Darnell Mooney's young. So. Who won? Before we leave, who won?
I think B had the best overall draft just because Najee is a otherworld talent. I think if you're looking at how someone did out of the situation that they had, although I would pick you if I can take out the idea that you have 2 first-round picks and just because that's like a draft day trade almost.
It is a draft. I made the trade literally 30 minutes before the draft. So
Right. Elijah always does really well.
always.
So I think
Smart
B's
guy.
number 1, and then you would be 2, Elijah at 3, and trying to humbly put myself at 4.
Well, let's be real. Through 3 rounds, I think you're there, if not higher. Because you got Javonte, you got Rashad Bateman, and
Rondale Moore.
Rondale Moore. Through 3, you're very much in top 5. Very much, even contending for 3rd. I don't think that you did as good as B or Elijah. I think I'm 3rd. I think you and I drafted not pretty similar in terms of drafts, but I think quality. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely wish that the first round something would have fallen to me at 5.
I still think you should have gone Jalen. That's just me.
I know. For me, I don't know why. I just felt like Devontae Smith was the pick. I needed to go wide receiver, and I did that. Part of me thinks that maybe I should have picked ETN or Devontae Williams and gone with the for sure running back. But I just thought, look, I need wide receivers. It's the only thing now that is the worst thing on my team. My tight end is completable in Dynasty. My quarterbacks are young and great. My running backs are probably, I think, the best in the league. It's wide receivers that are not bad,
Chris
average. What?
Chris could fight you for that one.
Who?
Best running backs in the game.
Chris?
Could.
No.
I think so.
Okay, he has Christian McCaffrey. Sure. Put that right next to Saquon. And then who does he have?
I mean,
He's got Nick Chubb next. After that,
Who do
it's
you have
nobody.
next? Who do you have next?
My next one is either Jonathan Taylor, who I think from a young running
not
back
Nick
is
Chubb.
better than Chubb.
No, he's not.
Yes. From a dynasty perspective, yes.
Okay, well, we're talking
Joe
like,
Mixon.
Who's right
J.K.
now,
Dobbins.
We're not looking at dynasty perspective. We're looking.
No,
at
it's 100%
right now
dynasty perspective.
No,
Even
because
right now, I think he's higher drafted in redraft.
Wait, what? No. Well, yes. Well, time out. Yes, because he's not in a timeshare. But I believe that people are just buying into this Jonathan Taylor hype. I think he's good. Don't get me wrong, but he still has Marlon Mack. He still has Naeem Hines, and they like giving up touches to those running backs.
No, they
Now,
don't.
They
Not late in the year. They want their one running back.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I still think. I mean, you take it. He's got him, Nick Chubb, and then you may be right after that. Okay.
But then from there, I have, even if you put Joe Mixon as somebody who is better than, Jonathan Taylor or whatever, the 1 and 2s are fairly close to each other. But having J.K. Dobbins and either Joe Mixon or Jonathan Taylor as the 3 and the 4 for a dynasty, I also can plug in David Johnson if I need him right after that. I mean, that right there is your running back room. That's going to, no matter what for the year, I'm going to start 3 running backs. I'll have them.
I was about to say, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. But anyway, all right, hold on. Let me wrap this up real quick, and then we can go ahead and we'll talk for a second about the rest of everything. But I appreciate everybody who may have tuned in. This wasn't a stream for everybody, so I completely expect it to be one of my least watched kind of videos. But thank you, Drew, as always, for staying around and joining me today. And we will see everybody hopefully Tuesday, maybe Tuesday, because I will not be here on Thursday. I'll be out of town once again for Memorial Day. Gang, gang, whoop, whoop. Support the troops. Remember the troops. Anyway, all right. We'll see everybody later. Peace.